Well, the roof is closed for comfort as we get set to bring you baseball from Chase Field in Phoenix, Arizona. Tonight, Game 2 of this 3-game weekend series between the LA Dodgers and the Arizona Diamondbacks. Looking forward to this matchup, and it's next on MLB Network. Shelby Miller will be on the bump for Game 2 of the series. What's your take on him, H?
Well, Matt, if you look at the rotation, this is the guy everybody questions. How is he still in it? ERA over 5 last season. But what I see is a guy that they trust. He's going to take the ball. He's going to go be out there and battle. And let's just see if maybe he can turn this trend around of inconsistency.
Digging in, Kike Hernandez. He'll get us started in this one under the lights. And a cold strike on the game's first pitch as we bring you this one here tonight. Well, Harold, you take a look at this Diamondback squad as they begin play here tonight. They continue to fall on hard times, losing again last time out, and that makes 7 losses in their last 8 games.
Well, we're looking at a ball club that really needs some leadership. They need one person to kind of step up, take his game to another level. They were shut out yesterday. They've been struggling lately. Just nothing flowing. Maybe a big hit, a big home run will ignite them and get things turned around.
And he takes a cold strike, too. Ground ball sent back up the middle. Marte gloves it. Throw on to first, and one shortstop grounds out to the other, one away. The chance now for the Los Angeles Dodgers starting lineup. What do you think they need to do to keep this winning streak rolling, Harold?
Well, Matt, this is a hitter's ballpark. I mean, you hit the ground ball, it's going to go through because the infield is fast, but it's the ball up in the zone. If you touch it, it's going to carry. So why not be aggressive? Look for that ball up and let it fly.
Striding into the box, Chris Taylor, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. He's ready. Here's the first offering. And he'll try to take control of the inside part of the plate with the fastball as he backs him off a bit.
Well, this veteran pitcher lets you know right away what his game plan is. Fastball inside. He's trying to take away that inside part of the plate to open up the outside. Showing us early.
And he lays off a fastball here that looked pretty good, but it's 2-0. Time for a look at our umpires in this one. Working the plate is Carl Dixon.
Matt, you know, Dixon's interesting. I've seen a lot of pitchers complain because he's a hitter's umpire. He's really tight on the corners. You got to basically put the ball in the middle of the plate to get that call. Pitchers can't stand it. Hitters love him.
2-1 now. Into the windup. Here's the 2-1 pitch. Line drive to left. Hazelbaker is going to get there as he backs up to put it away, and there are 2 gone now.
Well, this one was squared up pretty good, but just like pitchers give up hits on well-executed pitches, batters make outs on balls they couldn't have hit much better.
Into the box, Justin Turner. He comes in today leading the National League in hitting this year. And a changeup here, but that's taken low in the dirt for a ball. The windup and the 1-0 pitch. And that pitch misses in the dirt, and it's 2-0 now.
Wow, not a great spot to be in right now. 2-0 to a great hitter like this. This is when you really have to pay attention as a pitcher. And if you have good off-speed stuff, this might be the time to start mixing in your off-speed stuff.
And he'll lay the fastball in here to get the count back to 2-1. Set to deliver on 2-1. Hit high in the air down the right field line. Peralta's under it. And that's the 3rd out. So a rather pedestrian start to the top half of the first. Dodgers nothing. Diamondbacks coming to bat. Just getting started on MLB Network. Kenta Maeda is on the mound for game 2. Harold, what do you got?
Well, Matt, how I'd categorize this guy, I'd say he's a very reliable major league pitcher. Last year, ERA under 3.5, but he's consistent. What you see is what you get. He gives you innings, and he takes the ball for you.
Now at the plate, David Peralta. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
Right fielder, David Peralta.
Favorable call in there for a strike. Harold, you look at this Dodgers team as they enter play here tonight. They come in unbeaten and playing well here in the early going.
Well, Matt, they're playing good ball. If you look at the standings, they got a nice, comfortable lead, but comfortable can be trouble. You got to stay focused, keep your foot on the pedal, and just continue to put that opponent away because this little lead can dwindle quick. That's a pretty good break right there, breaking all the way across the zone. Now, it's a little dangerous. He gets to see that ball a long time. But, man, that's a nasty snapdragon hook right there.
Can't get him to chase. It's 1-2.
Pretty good pitch and a great take there. There's not a lot you could do with that slider breaking down and in unless you can catch it way out front and hook it down the line. You see a lot of swinging misses on those.
Nope. That misses, and we're even at 2-2. Into the windup. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. Good job to spoil that one away, and he stays alive. Here's another 2-2. Here's a high foul ball as it finds a lucky fan in the upper deck for a souvenir. Another try at 2-2. Swing, line drive. That's going to be trouble. Around first, he's digging for second. And he'll get there as the Diamondbacks get a man into scoring position on the leadoff double.
He went with the slider, but the hitter wasn't fooled for a second. Gets the barrel of the bat through the zone and rips it down the line for a leadoff double.
Next will be the left-handed hitting Jeremy Hazelbaker. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. He's ready for his first at-bat of this early season contest. Ready with the 1-0. And that one stayed too low, apparently. Previous head-to-head matchups with Kenta Maeda, 0 for 4. Hitters count here.
2-1.
Popped him up. Over to the left, but playable over in foul ground. And he'll lunge forward to make the catch for the first out. With that, let's take a look at the hometown Diamondbacks lineup card. Dan Plesac, who are you focused on?
Well, Matty, I'm excited to watch David Peralta play. He's hitting over .350 versus right-handed pitching on the season. And today, he has another right-hander on the mound. I don't know what it is or how he picks up the ball so well, but he is sure putting up great numbers against them.
Stepping up now, Paul Goldschmidt. The average in the early season not pretty for him, hovering in the 220s. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Swung on and missed. Outclassed by that fastball for a strike.
He may have to get his eyes checked on that one, because if he's looking for a fastball, man, he had no chance of catching up to that. He better check his eyes. He was really late.
The 0-1 on its way. Outside for a ball, 1-1.
I think if he executes that pitch on the corner instead of off of it, he probably gets some pretty weak contact, if anything. He jammed him pretty hard on the previous pitch, so my bet was he was going to try to cheat on the inside part, thinking it might be coming again.
Ready to deal. Here's the 1-1. Hit hard on the ground to third. Throw on to first. 2 gone.
Batting fourth, third baseman, Jake Lamb.
So coming to the plate, Jake Lamb. And the confidence might be wavering at the moment. Last 10 or so ball games have been a real struggle for him. Outside target here, and he hits it for strike 1. Oh, and 1, here it comes. And that's swung on and fouled straight back. This is on the ground over to first. And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. 1 left for Arizona. We are still scoreless. So striding forward now, Yasiel Puig. He'll lead it off here to begin the second.
Yasiel Puig.
First pitch coming. Here it is. Takes a knee-high fastball. Now the 0-1. Line hard to the left side. Foul. Fastball swung on and missed for the first out.
All right, time for the majestic defensive alignment for the D-backs. And down there at first base, Paul Goldschmidt. The thing I like about him, he catches everything. That's why he won a Gold Glove before. Throw it his direction. He's a big target. Stands up for you. He's a great guy to throw to, and he can also make the plays on his own.
Here's Scott Van Slyke. And he's been swinging the bat really well in April. He's got that average up over 350 to start the new season. First delivery to him on the way. There's a fastball that just misses. Ball 1. No score here as we play inning number 2. And he watches one miss outside. 2-0 now.
Well, 2-0 now, and this is where he makes his money. If he gets a pitch to hack at, you could bet he's not going to hold back.
From the windup, the 2-0 pitch. A knee buckler, and he swings and misses at it. Into the windup. Here's the 2-1 pitch. Hard hit ball to short. And this is going to find its way into left for a 1-out knock. Into the box now, Jock Peterson. First shot for him here with a runner at first now and 1 away. Fouled back. Runner at first here, 1 man out. Tried to pull that one back, but he couldn't do it, and it's 0-2 now. From the belt, kicks and deals. And he looks at a ball, 1-2.
Oh, he missed that pitch. I tell you what, as the pitcher, he's got to gain his composure. You can see guys fall apart after you see a ball in the zone that long get called a ball on you.
Seared down the first baseline. Well, this is a foul ball as the count holds steady at 1-2.
Well, when you're hitting with 2 strikes, you're just in battle mode. Right there, he gets a breaking ball. He just fouled it off. Got a piece of it and stays alive.
He'll try again, 1-2. And he'll just get a piece here as this is chopped foul at home plate. Now another 1-2. There's a shot out to right center field. Van Slyke is on his way home. And a relay to the plate. And not in time as the run scores. So much of this game is situational hitting, guys. Nice job there.
Yeah, you've got to find a way to pick your teammates up when you're given the chance. And he doesn't try to do too much right here. He just takes what's there. Safely on second, and his buddy is high-fiving teammates in the dugout.
That'll bring in Austin Barnes as he'll take one up in the zone, but indeed in the strike zone for the first strike.
Froze him with a high fastball there. We'll see if they try to climb the ladder even more on the next pitch.
Checks his swing, but this will be strike 2 call.
He's already given up a run. He's got a runner on. He's got to put this guy away. Got him in an 0-2 count. You can't let this inning get any worse.
Dodgers have the early 1-0 advantage as we play the second. He takes strike 3 called on the fastball. Couldn't pull the trigger, and there are 2 away.
It's never a good look to strike out looking, but it's way worse when you do it with a guy in scoring position. Those are the times you really want to see a guy battle and at least put the ball in play.
Brett Eibner will be the next to dig in at the plate. As the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. Opportunity for him here to pick up that runner from second with 2 away. Here's the 0-1. There's a swing and a drive hit well out to right field. Peralta going back at the track, but he can't get to it, and that'll score the runner from second as it hops over the wall for a ground rule double.
Kenta Maeda.
Stepping in now, Kenta Maeda, as he'll take a look at ball 1. Two and 0 now.
My bet is he's getting the take sign now on 2-0. If he's having a hard time throwing strikes to the pitcher, you might as well let him work himself into trouble.
Swing and a miss on the heater, and it's 2-1. From the belt, the pitch, and he'll try to hold back on the pitch inside, but he pretty clearly broke the plane that time. It's strike 2. Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way, and this is going to be a foul ball. Another 2-2 offering, and another foul ball. Making him sweat out there. The 7th pitch coming up. Pitch swung on and hit in the air. After it is Peralta. He can't get there, so the inning will continue. They're going to extend their lead as the runner scores from second. It's a 3-0 game, and he will make it all the way to third now, as that proves a costly one indeed. Wind up going as an E9. Digging in to try it again, Kike Hernandez. 0 for 1 here in the early going. First offering on its way. Now here's a swing and a ball hit well out there toward right center. And this will hop over the wall, but the run will score.
Now batting.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Chris Taylor. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. From the stretch. There's the cut fastball, but it's low, 1-0.
Well, he's got a high pitch count, and we're only in the second inning. Things are definitely not going his way. They're really making him work right now.
4 runs here in this half inning. Weak chopper up the line. That's a foul ball. Now Miller on 1-1. Hit in the air to straightaway center. Tomas moves over, makes the catch, and that'll retire the side. So they nearly bat around here as 8 men come to the plate, and they push across 4 runs. On now to the bottom of the second. Dodgers lead this one 4-0. Here's Yasmani Tomas. He was hitless in the shutout last night.
Center fielder, Yasmani Tomas.
Into the windup and the pitch. Takes a look at one catching the outside corner. Ready with the 0-1 pitch. Swing and a flare hit toward right. Puig coasts under it. 1 away.
Well, let's take a look at the Dodgers defense, brought to you by Majestic. In the outfield, Yasiel Puig, when he first broke into the league, all over the place. Couldn't concentrate, run into walls, throwing the ball there. Now he's really settled into his own and utilizes that arm when he needs to.
Brandon Drury will bat next. It's been a really slow start to the season for him, as you can see by the April numbers on your screen. Watches a fastball right there for strike 1. Previous head-to-head matchups with Kenta Maeda, he's gone 2 for 6. He's ready. Here's the 0-1. Skied into very shallow right. Puig's got a read on it, makes the play, and there are 2 gone now.
Batting 7th, the shortstop, Ketel Marte.
Digging in the switch hitter, Ketel Marte. His average coming into this one is just barely over 200, so he'll be looking to turn the page on a slow start here. Checks his swing, but this pitch is right there for strike 1. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Swing and a miss, and he's quickly in the hole. 0-2.
He's not messing around this inning. He's attacking the zone. He's showing lots of confidence. He's 0-2 on this hitter after having 2 quick outs. Nice job.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. This should end the inning as it's sent out to second. Taylor has it. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. Diamondbacks down in order. They trail here 4-0. Striding in once again, Justin Turner. He'll step in to lead it off in the top of the 3rd.
Justin Turner.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. takes a curveball right on the corner.
Well, there's a strike looking, but you know what? They've been so patient. They're leading in this game, I think, because of their discipline at the plate. They're not swinging at balls out of the zone.
Chased a low ball there, and he's quickly down in the count 0-2.
I think getting the leadoff man in every inning is important as a pitcher. When you're coming off an inning that you really labored through, it makes all the difference mentally.
Off the plate at 94, 1-2.
I'm pretty surprised by the location on those last 3 pitches. The book on him is that he hits the away pitch pretty well, and he just saw 3 in a row out there.
So does he go back out there again?
No, Matt, I expect him to mix it up. Most catchers won't call for the same location over and over and over.
Pretty sure there wasn't any ill will behind that pitch, considering he has 2 strikes on him. Just got away from him from what I could tell.
Into the windup. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. And here's a ball hit in the air. Goldschmidt has room in foul territory, and that's the first out of the inning.
The right fielder, number 66, Yasiel Puig.
In now is Yasiel Puig. 0 for 1 here in the early going. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Smoked on the ground up the middle, and that finds its way into center for a 1-out base hit.
Another first pitch hit. Man, they're going up there aggressive, looking for that first pitch fastball. He's struggling right now, and they are feasting.
Van Slyke.
In now, Scott Van Slyke, as the changeup to him drops in there for the first strike. 1 for 1 after a single his first time up. And this one will be foul back in among the fans. '50th pitch of the game on its way. And wow, tough to lay off the fastball there, but it's 1-2.
On 0-2, you'll sometimes get a guy to chase a fastball out of the zone away or up, but when it's way down like that, it's much easier to lay off because you can tell the ball is moving further away from eye level as it comes in.
The 1-2 pitch. And a fastball. Tough take there, but it's even back at 2-2. From the stretch. Oh, double play ball to second. 4, 6, 3 on a nice dig at first, and the inning is over. 4 to 6 to 3. They roll it up to get out of the jam. More baseball on MLB Network right after this. And that'll bring up Oscar Hernandez. And he has not gotten off to the start he had hoped for with the bat. It's been a real struggle for him out of the gate. And the pitch. Swinging a ball hit on the ground. This gets foul. It's 0-1. Swing and a miss, and he's in control. 0-2.
Well, Matt, he's been struggling, and they're coming right after him. He finds himself once again in an 0-2 count.
Curveball got him swinging for the first out.
That's a pretty sad attempt at hitting a baseball right there. No doubt he was completely fooled because that was a curveball, and it looked like he was late on a curveball. That tells me he gave up on it right till the very end, and obviously there was nothing he could do at that point.
Standing in now, Shelby Miller. And that'll find its way into right field for a one-out single. So the lineup card turns over with one away following the base hit out of the pitcher's spot.
Right fielder, David Peralta.
Trying to pick things up where we left off, David Peralta. It was a double for him in his first turn at the plate. He's ready. Here's the first offering. A high fastball is in there.
That was an interesting pitch, Matt. Look, we're in a double play situation, and everybody knows he's got that hard sinker. Get that ground ball, maybe get a double play. But he didn't throw it. He just threw a fastball. I don't know what he's doing right now, but he got it in there for a strike.
The 0-1 pitch. Swing and a miss here, and he's behind in the count now, 0-2.
Look, Matt, this guy's got a great sinker. Here's the key. He's got a runner on first base. This is where you can get that ground ball double play. Make him chase that hard sinker and hit it into the dirt and turn one over for you.
Looking to put him away. Here's the 0-2. And this one's tapped foul at home plate. Runners on first with one down. Swing, and that's hit out of play up into the plaza level.
Whoa, he tried to get a little cute right there. A little two-strike changeup. He thought he might get a swing and miss, but man, he left that in the zone. He's fortunate that ball didn't leave the park.
Sent on the ground out to second. To second for one. Relay to first in time, and just like that, the side is retired. Diamondbacks down without much of a fight. They're down 4-0. Here's Jock Peterson now. He'll try to get it going here to begin the fourth.
Jock Peterson.
Into the windup and the pitch. Looking at a fastball for a strike on the corner.
Been a real big struggle for him so far on the mound. 4 runs and only 3 innings, so it'll be interesting to see if he can settle in at all and make some adjustments, or if this start will continue to run downhill.
And this misses the outside corner, so it's knotted up at 1-1. Here's the 1-1 delivery. Fouled back. Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 1-2. Again
there with the fastball. He was fortunate he just fouled it off.
In the dirt, but swung on and missed. Hernandez has it, and he makes the throw to first. Peterson is retired, and there's one away.
Catcher Austin.
Ready for another
Barnes.
chance. Austin Barnes. He's 0 for 1 thus far. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. And a fastball just a bit up. Ready with the 1-0 pitch. Little dribbler down the line. That rolls foul for strike one.
Well, he fouled that breaking ball off a little bit early. Timing not quite there. Had a fastball to pitch before. He just got out in front of that breaking ball.
To short. Marte has it. Throw gets him. 2 down.
Now batting, left fielder Brett Eibner.
Brett Eibner will be the next to dig in at the plate. An RBI double is what he was credited with his first time around. Here's the first pitch to him. And he starts the number 8 hitter with a strike. 0-1.
Well, Matt, if I use the cliche, it's not how you start, how you finish, it would apply right now. A couple innings ago, he had a rough inning. Didn't look good. But now he's starting to settle in a little bit better. He may be able to get through this thing.
And a pitch in the dirt as he lays off. It's 1-1. Now here's the pitch. Chopped weakly to the left. Throw won't get him.
Well, there's an infield single with 2 outs. Never too late to get a rally started. I love the hustle right there to get things going.
Digging in for his second at-bat, Kenta Maeda. An RBI double is what he was credited with his first time around. Action now in the Arizona bullpen as they have a right-hander up and throwing. And he'll try to crowd him there to start the at-bat. It's 1-0. He's ready. Here's the 1-0. Just a bit high that time as he misses for a ball.
Tell you what, pitching to the pitcher is not that easy. Sometimes when you face him, a little bit of a letdown. He's in a 2-0 count right now. You got to really focus, I think, more so with the pitcher hitting against you than anybody.
Here he comes on 2-0. Now a swing and a chopper foul right at home plate. Two balls and a strike. Here it comes. Hit on the ground out to short. Throw on to second for the force, and the side is retired. One left for LA, but they're in front 4-0. So striding in, Jeremy Hazelbaker comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game.
Jeremy Hazelbaker.
First offering on its way. Started to go around, but it's ruled strike one anyway.
Here we are in the middle of the game, and he's 90% on the first pitch strike, throwing strikes. 90%. Forget about it. You do that, you got no chance of hitting this guy.
Set to deliver the 0-1. There's a swing, and he sends a ball high in the air into left field. Eibner going back on it. He makes the play. A fine running catch to get the first out of the inning.
Paul Goldschmidt.
Here's Paul Goldschmidt now. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. There's a knee-high pitch that catches the zone. The windup and the 0-1. That softly hit to right. Will that get down? Yes, it will. He's got himself a one-out single.
Well, we see a lot of line drives from this guy, but that right there, the soft liner, he'll take it. That's just a product of great swing and hard work.
Jake Lamb.
Jake Lamb standing in now as he'll try and hold off the swing, but this one's in there for strike one. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. He's ready. Here's the 0-1. Pitch is a cold strike. The throw. Right on the money, and he's cut down trying to take second base.
Well, I'm not sure if he was going on his own or if that came from the dugout, but either way, he didn't give himself much of a chance with the lead he took. A bigger lead, and maybe he's in there safely.
Two out, nobody on. Little chopper back to the mound. Throw to first in plenty of time, and the side is retired. Nothing doing for Arizona. They're on the short end of a 4-0 score. Digging in and looking for more, Kike Hernandez. He's in to get things going here in inning number 5.
Hernandez.
Into the windup and the pitch. And a neck-high fastball that time. Runs outside, so it goes to 2-0 now.
Well, that'll get your head shaken at the plate. That's a pitch he hasn't used much in this game. Now he throws that for a strike, and you add that to the rest of his repertoire. Man, it's tough to cover them all.
In the dirt, it's 3-0 now.
Well, that's ball 3. The Dodgers right now would love to start this inning off with a walk anyway to get this leadoff guy on.
From the windup, the 3-0 pitch. Hit on the ground to third. Lamb is there. And the 5th inning will start with a ground out, 1 away.
The batter, number 3, second baseman, Chris Taylor.
Digging in once again, Chris Taylor. He comes in 0 for 2 thus far. Changeup called strike 1.
Well, he's throwing poorly in this game. One of the reasons why is the first pitch strike. He's less than 60% to hitters throwing a strike on first pitch in this game, and you just can't survive that way.
Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. Well hit, but also well fouled into the seats in left. 4 runs, 7 hits. No errors for the Dodgers thus far. And this is swung on and missed, so it's 2 up, 2 down to start the 5th.
I think that curveball is a big reason why he's able to turn things around in this start after a rough beginning. It's got some good bite to it, so that tells me he's doing a nice job of snapping it off out front, really finishing that pitch like you're supposed to.
Into the box, Justin Turner. As he takes a cold strike at the knees, it's 0-1. 0 for 2 for him to this point. The windup and the 0-1. Now a swing and a hard hit grounder, but this will be a foul ball as he's behind 0-2 now. Here's the 0-2. 2-strike pitch is chopped foul at the plate and will do it again. Ready with another 0-2. Line towards center field. And he'll get there in plenty of time to put this one away, and that ends the inning. 1, 2, 3 go the Dodgers, but they hold a 4-0 lead. Here's Yasmani Tomas. Previous head-to-head matchups with Kenta Maeda, 0 for 8.
Center fielder, Yasmani Tomas.
First offering on its way. A slider that he looks at over the outside corner. The 0-1 on its way. And this ball's heading for the seats down the right side as the count will move to 0-2 now. Swing and a miss on the fastball, and that's the first out.
Up next for the Diamondbacks, second baseman
Brandon Drury will bat next. He's 0 for 1 thus far. First delivery to him on the way. Takes a high fastball for a strike. Takes a fastball on the inside corner.
I gotta say, his command of the corners in this start has been pretty exceptional. He's mixed east and west really well, and it's a big reason why he's had success.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Hit out towards second. On to first, and there are 2 down.
Now batting, shortstop, Ketel Marte.
And that'll bring in the middle infielder, Ketel Marte. Comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. First pitch coming. Here it is. Squared that one up just a little late. The 0-1 pitch. Liner toward right center. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit.
Now that's a swing you want to put in your memory bank. He got off to a slow start here in April, but that's something to build on. And if he can continue to move forward, we'll see him get the average up soon.
And that'll bring up Oscar Hernandez. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. A knee-high sinker, tough pitch, strike 1. Ready with the 0-1 pitch. There's a fastball that just misses, ball 1. No runs, 4 hits, and 1 error in the ball game for Arizona. And that misses, 2-1.
Hey, I appreciate the fact that he's making him throw a few pitches. Most of his teammates have been hacking at everything that comes their way.
Chopped foul over towards the dugout. All even at 2-2. Here it is. Popped high in the air. Turner has a play. Makes the catch, and that'll retire the side. So it's no runs on a hit, no errors, and a man left. We're through 5 here at the ballpark. The Dodgers lead it 4-0. Ruby De La Rosa takes over to start the 6th inning on the mound.
Number 12, Ruby De La Rosa.
In now is Yasiel Puig. He's 1 for 2 in the ball game.
The right fielder, number 66, Yasiel Puig.
Outside target here, and he hits it for strike 1. Oh and 1. Here it comes. Drilled right back up the middle. That gets through, and he'll reach base again on his 2nd base hit of the game. So the Dodgers get their leadoff hitter on base to kick off the inning.
First baseman, number 33.
Striding in once again, Scott Van Slyke. A hit in 2 tries so far. And he lays off there, 1-0. Ready with the 1-0 pitch. A high fastball is in there. Turned on that one and crushed it. Just pulled it a little foul. Nobody out, runner on first. And a fastball down low as that one just about got away from him.
Not sure if that was a purpose pitch or not, but I liked it. As a pitcher, sometimes you've got to be willing to back the guy off the plate by running something hard inside. You can't just let guys be comfortable standing in the batter's box against you.
Now this is slowly hit to short, probably too slowly to get to. There's one. Return throw is in time, and what do you know, they do get the double play.
For the Dodgers, center fielder Jock Peterson.
Here's Jock Peterson now. His past numbers against Ruby De La Rosa, 4 for 12. He also has 1 home run. Into the windup and the pitch. Pulled toward right center field. Tomas giving chase. No trouble with this one, and the inning is over. Dodgers go down quietly. They lead it 4-0. A.J. Pollock is going to come off the bench as he'll be asked to lead off the bottom of inning number 6.
A.J. Pollock.
Sends that one out of play for strike 1.
Tell you what, his spot has been the outside pitch right there, and now we're late in the game and he continues to pound the outside pitch, and it's really working out for him.
Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. On the ground up the middle. And that's going to be a base hit. So a great job off the bench as he's aboard to kick off their half of the inning. And he'll get there as the Diamondbacks get a man into scoring position on the leadoff double.
Well, I think he made the pitch he wanted to make. It was down, but hey, unfortunately it found a hole and got through the infield.
Digging in once again, David Peralta, 1 for 2 with a double on his line thus far. First pitch hack in here, and that's the first strike. Well, he's having a good amount of success here, Dan, even though he hasn't really gotten a ton of swings and misses.
Yeah, but for him, Matt, he's more of a pitch to contact kind of guy. And obviously, it's working so far, and the way he pitches, it really keeps his pitch count down.
And he'll take this to the bag himself for the first out, but it's a productive one as the runner moves up to third.
Left fielder, Jeremy Hazelbaker.
Next will be the left-handed hitting Jeremy Hazelbaker. He started out the evening 0 for 2 so far. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. And this ball's going to find the seats down the left field line. Foul, strike 1. Ready with the 0-1 pitch. And that sinker misses at the shoe tops. Ball 1. Oh, he pulls the string on the circle change. 1-2. Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. And this one's chopped foul right at home plate.
I like the call for the 2-strike changeup. You got to make a better pitch. He got away with one right there.
Again, a 1-2. Swing and a miss on the changeup, and there are 2 gone.
Wow, that's one of the toughest pitches in baseball to hit, right? That good straight changeup, El Cambio. There's not much you can do with that. You're going off of that arm speed, and the ball, it just doesn't get there.
Now the Dodgers get a right-hander up and throwing in their bullpen. Stepping in now, Paul Goldschmidt, as he'll take a look at a slider here that misses for ball 1. A hit in 2 tries for him so far. A 1-0 delivery. Looks at a sinker on the outside corner. Here's a high pop-up. Van Slyke is there for it. And that ends the inning. So no runs on a hit here, no errors, 1 man left on. We're through 6 full. LA's on top 4-0. Welcome back to Chase Field here in Phoenix. The men in blue leading in this one as we get set to begin the 7th. But before we do, let's check out the game summary to this point. Randall Delgado is on to pitch from the bullpen now to start inning number 7.
Number 48, Randall Delgado.
That'll bring in Austin Barnes. No hits in 2 trips to the plate for him in the ball game.
Barnes.
First pitch of the inning is taken low and away for a ball. It's 1-0. And a good heater as he just watches this baby, a ball and a strike. Even at a ball and a strike, here's the pitch. Strike 2 at a pitch that catches the outside corner. And a half swing that time, but it's a full swing in the eyes of the umpire, and that'll be the first out of the inning.
I think that's one of the toughest calls for an umpire to make. The check swing appeal. Hitters rarely feel like they went, and I don't think he likes getting rung up there by the first base umpire. But looking at it, it's hard to say for sure that he didn't go around.
In now, Brett Eibner, as the first pitch to him is swung on and missed for strike 1. 2 hits in 2 trips for him thus far. Now a swing and a ball popped high in the air over toward foul ground. And no one will get this one. And he strikes him out as well. So make it back-to-back punch-outs here to the first 2 men he faces out of the bullpen.
No problems for him on the mound since he's come out of the pen to start this inning. That's back-to-back Ks, and he's making it look pretty easy. This has the makings of a good outing so far.
Ready for another shot now. Kenta Maeda, 1 for 2 with a double on the ledger so far. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And a neck-high fastball that time. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. That's inside. 2-0.
Looked like he was trying to work in a front door curveball there, but it seemed like it popped out of his hand a little early, causing it to miss inside.
Lofted in the air out toward right center. Peralta is there, and he'll make the catch to retire the side. Dodgers down in order, but they're in front 4-0. Ready for another chance? Jake Lamb. He'll lead things off against Kenta Maeda.
Baseman Jake Lamb.
Into the windup and the pitch. Ball hit high and foul down the left field line. It's strike 1. The windup and the 0-1. Takes a look at one catching the outside corner.
I think a big reason why he's been so effective in this one that he's been just about getting ahead of every hitter. Seems like every one of them are 0-2, 1-2, and it's just about every at-bat. And when that's the case, your chances of getting a good pitch to hit are way worse.
Just does manage to get a piece there as this is bounced foul. Here comes another 0-2. Got him.
He's been in total control out there tonight. Gets the
fielder,
leadoff guy with a strikeout there, and it just seems like we've seen so many off-balance swings and weakly hit balls in this one.
Ready once again, Yasmani Tomas. 0 for 2 on his line thus far. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss, but he's right on here. 1 strike.
Guys, I've been really impressed with him tonight. I mean, he's carving these guys up with all of his pitches.
0-1 count. Here's the pitch. And they go away here. It's a called strike. 0-2.
He's still looking great to me out there on the mound. Punched out the first guy in the 7th, and he's jumped ahead in the count right here. Looks like he could stay in this game a while longer.
The windup and the 0-2 pitch. And this is pop foul, but perhaps playable behind first. And he will make the play. 2 away now.
Up next for the Diamondbacks, second baseman, Brandon Drury.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Brandon Drury. He's 0 for 2 thus far in this one. Pitch on the way. In there at the letters 0-1.
He's been getting ahead in the count all game long. I think the key has been working off his fastball.
Ready with the 0-1 pitch. Ball 1. There's a foul ball off to the right side, and that'll move the count to 1-2.
Boy, he's been great in this one, and he's only 1 strike away from putting another 0 on the scoreboard.
And a slider runs away from him there, and the count levels at 2-2.
That's some good hitting right there. Great eyes. I mean, to recognize that and lay off it right now, that was nice.
Into the windup. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. Hard on the ground towards short. Hernandez takes it in. And that will conclude matters here in the 7th. So 1-2-3 go the Diamondbacks. They trail here 4-0. J.J. Hoover has been summoned from the bullpen as he'll do so to start the 8th.
Number 60, J.J. Hoover.
So coming to the plate, Kike Hernandez. He'll have a new pitcher waiting for him as we begin their half of the 8th. Curveball, and that misses in the dirt for ball 1. Now the pitch. Fastball at 94 miles an hour, and it's 1-1. From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. And he lays off the breaking ball there as he moves ahead to 2-1. Into the windup. Here's the 2-1 pitch. Hit on the ground to third. Lamb is up with it. Throw on to first in time, so the leadoff man is set down to open up inning number 8.
The batter, number 3.
Time to take a look at our starter comparison to this point, and the telling numbers can be found on the left side of your screen. Zeros in the run and earned run columns. Into the box now, Chris Taylor. No hits in 3 tries so far. He's struck out once. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Curveball that time, not even close. 1 out, nobody on. Now a fastball for a called strike. It's 1-1. Can't do much with that one. It's 1-2. Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. And he gets a piece here as this ball is fouled away. It's a swinging bunt up the line. That winds up foul. Another 1-2 delivery. And this is swung on and missed. 2 are quickly retired to start inning number 8.
He put up a pretty good battle at the plate right there. They finally get him on a 1-2 pitch, but you could see that he wasn't laying down without a fight. He really made the pitcher earn that strikeout.
Into the box now, Justin Turner, as he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball 1. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. The 1-0 delivery. 2-0 now.
Clearly they're not trying to give him anything to hit, are they? I mean, everything's away, but he's sitting 2-0. Let's see if he extends and maybe looks outside to drive something.
From the windup, the 2-0 pitch. A fastball right down the middle for a strike. 2 balls and a strike. Here it comes. And that'll get down for a 2-out single. So with 2 out here, Yasiel Puig gets a chance to bat this inning.
Great execution. You hit it where it's thrown, right? That ball's thrown right up the middle. He hit it right back up the middle. A lot of hits in the middle.
In now is Yasiel Puig, as he will take a fastball in there at the knees for strike 1. So far 2 for 3 in this one. Has a look, now the pitch. Pitch swung on and hit in the air toward the line in right. Peralta is under it, and he makes the catch for out number 3. Dodgers leave 1. But they hold a 4-0 lead. Chris Hatcher is into the ball game now as he'll make his 5th appearance of the season here.
Chris Hatcher.
Digging in to try it again, Ketel Marte. He's singled in 2 trips to the plate thus far.
Ketel Marte.
Adrian Gonzalez is going to come on as a defensive replacement now as he takes over at first base.
Adrian Gonzalez.
And he lays off a pitch in there for the first strike.
Objective number 1 right here is finding a way to get on base. So I'm not surprised to see him taking on the first pitch there.
0-1. Here's the pitch. A changeup over the inside corner. Here it comes, 0-2. Now the fastball is right by him as he swings and misses for the first out of the inning.
This is what a power pitcher will do to you if he executes his pitches. That was a 3-pitch strikeout, and with the kind of stuff that he has, it's not uncommon for him to absolutely dominate certain guys.
And that'll bring up Oscar Hernandez.
He swings and hits it foul off to the right and out of play.
Bases are empty, one man out. In there, and it's 0-2 now. And he strikes him out as well. So make it back-to-back punch-outs here to the first two men he faces out of the bullpen.
Yeah, as they say, there's a hole in his swing in that location, so a good job there of exploiting that. That can be real hard for some guys to overcome when teams start figuring out what locations you just can't handle.
Gregor Blanco will get the call to pinch hit here, as we'll see what he can do with 2 out and the base is empty. In there for strike 1, 0-1. He's ready for his first at bat of this early season contest. Nothing in 1 count. Here it comes. On, could we see another strikeout here? It's 0-2 now. Two out, nobody on. Now a fastball swung on and missed, and that is out number 3. 3 up, 3 down, 3 more on MLB Network right after this. Enrique Burgos enters from the pen to start the 9th inning, as he'll try to keep the score right where it is heading to the bottom of the 9th. Here's Adrian now. He'll try and lead things off here in inning number 9.
First baseman number 23, Adrian Gonzalez.
Ninth inning begins as the first pitch is taken for ball 1.
Well, these hitters can expect to see a heavy dose of that big fastball from this reliever. It's a major part of his arsenal.
The 1-0 pitch. As anticipated, here's a ground ball now to the right side. Throw on to first for the out, and that is how the 9th inning gets underway.
The batter, center fielder, Jock Peterson.
Stepping up to the plate, Jock Peterson. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. First delivery to him on the way. And this ball's going to find the seats down the left field line. Foul, strike 1. 0-1 count, and the pitch. Now a fastball off the plate away. A ball and a strike. He's set. Here comes the 1-1. And a good swing there as this is deep down the line and right, but this is going to wind up out of play. A ball and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now. 1 out, nobody on. And here's a ball hit in the air. Hernandez has a play, and he makes the catch for the 2nd out.
Up next for the Dodgers, catcher Austin Barnes.
That'll bring in Austin Barnes. 0 for 3 with a couple of strikeouts for him to this point in the ball game. And this is pulled foul as he was way out in front there. No plate discipline that time, and he's in the hole now. 0-2. Well, as demonstrated there, that's a tough pitch to do anything with.
Oh, you think? If you've got a good fastball like he does, that location can be really effective. It looks so tempting to the hitter.
And we'll have to leave it there as this is strike 3, and that will retire the side. 1, 2, 3 go the Dodgers. They lead it 4-0. Ross Stripling comes on to work now, and he's their usual closer, but this is obviously not a save opportunity.
Yeah, and this is all about just getting him some work, guys. He hasn't had a chance to come in and close the game out for several days now, so they're just hoping they can keep him sharp and give him the chance to pitch in a real game situation here.
Into the box, David Peralta. And Dan, what's gone wrong for this lineup today? They're only 3 outs away from being shut out.
Boy, you know, I just haven't seen a lot of fight in these at-bats. Now, of course, plenty of credit goes to that pitching, but the effort on the offensive side has been pretty lethargic watching from up here in the booth, Matt.
Yeah, I would imagine it feels the same from watching in the stands in this one. And this pitch is taken on the inner half for strike 1. The windup and the 0-1. And that one stayed too low, apparently. From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. And this one's hit on the ground, but foul. Swing and a miss, and that'll get a groan from the home supporters here. 1 away.
Well, we've seen some really good pitching from these guys in this one. The bullpen has looked sharp, and it backed up a nice effort turned in by the starter. These days, pitching has become a full staff effort, and I've been impressed with the job these guys have done so far.
Into the windup and the pitch. Jeremy Hazelbaker is in with 1 away now as he swings and misses here at strike 1. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. This is line to left. Eibner is there, and quickly 2 are gone here, and it's not looking good for the home 9.
First baseman number 44, Paul Goldschmidt.
Here's Paul Goldschmidt now. He comes to the plate as the last chance for his side. 2 out here in the 9th. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Ball 1.
Well, late in the game like this, calls that don't go your way can really throw you off when you're on the mound, but you just can't let it happen. His composure is getting a little test right here.
The windup and the 1-0 pitch. Looking at a fastball for a strike on the corner. From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. And this will be a called strike 2, and trouble now as they're down to their final strike tonight. 1 strike from a shutout. Here it comes. Now a swing and a fly ball, and this should do it. And he'll squeeze this one for the final out, and the Dodgers will add 1 more to their winning streak as this ball game is over.
Wow, another game and another night to celebrate another victory. I'm just excited we've been able to be here to witness this amazing streak. There's nothing prettier in the world than good baseball, and that's just what they're giving us.
(4-0) the score tonight. Los Angeles secure their 10th victory of the season. Kenta Maeda earns win number 4 on the season. So that's a wrap here tonight. Harold Reynolds, Dan Plesac, Matt Vasgersian, thanking you for watching Major League Baseball on MLB Network. Have a great night.
Here now is our final line score tonight. First for the victorious Dodgers. 4 runs on 9 hits. No errors. They left 4 men on base. For the Diamondbacks, no runs, 5 hits, 1 error. They left 4 men on base. Time of the ball game, 2 hours and 43 minutes. A reminder that post-game Valley Metro is available in Copper Square at Central Station. Also,